We all know that cycling and coffee go hand in hand. In this video, we're going to look at two solutions to bike packing or gravel biking coffee on the move. One is this premium Sea to Summit filter and cup combo. The other is this budget Amazon version that costs half the price. Let's have a look at some of the facts and figures. The Sea to Summit X Cup holds 250ml and costs £9. They also make the X Mug, which holds 480ml and costs £11. The X-brew has a metal mesh filter built in and costs £15, coming to a total cost of £24 for the set with the X Cup or £26 with the X Mug. At the other end of the price scale is what I'll refer to as the Amazon combo, a lifeventure 350ml collapsible mug costing £6 and the Enough coffee filter which requires a paper filter and comes in at a cost of £10, a total cost of £13. So that's roughly a £15 price difference which you could spend on something like the Topeak Pocket Rocket Mini Pump. The difference in weight came down to cup or mug size, the lightest being the Sea to Summit with the 250ml X Cup combo, 14 grams heavier was the 350ml Amazon combo, and heaviest was the Sea to Summit combo with the 480ml X Mug, which added another 6 grams again. The Sea to Summit X Mug and X Cup both pack down to a very compact 22mm. The lifeventure has a very thick but pleasant drinking edge to it, which adds another 4mm to the pack down size. All items are food grade silicone, BPA free, dishwasher safe, but only the Sea to Summit items say they're microwavable, which is a shame as I've just bought a Rafa bike packing microwave. Now, before we continue, I just want to point out that the Sea to Summit packaging needlessly contains a load of plastic, such an odd thing for a brand to do in this day and age. It's utterly unnecessary. If brands like lifeventure and Jetboil can make decent recycled cardboard packaging, so can Sea to Summit. It is, after all, 2023. Now, of course, there are far simpler mid-ride coffee break solutions to using ground coffee in a filter. Instant coffee and coffee bags leap to mind. But there is a certain something about stopping the bike, picking a spot, and going through the process of patience and care in making yourself a nice brew. As we've already seen, in terms of weight, there's nothing between them relative to the drinking vessel size. The Sea to Summit is 4mm narrower when packed down, and the Amazon combo seems to stick up more, but it can be pressed down to a very compact size in a jet foil or a mess tin. The Enough filter from Amazon is also more flexible than the Sea to Summit and can be squished into tighter spaces. Squished. The Enough filter from Amazon is flimsier and needs a little more care when setting up and pouring. The Sea to Summit filter is a pain to get the pour right without it just pouring straight through the metal filter. It is doable, but it is a faff. They both make good coffee and you can drink out of both sets of mugs and cups, and they both keep the drinks hot but they don't burn your hands. Cleaning the Sea to Summit X-brew is a pain. The coffee grounds need clearing out and the metal filter needs washing. The metal filter also has a tendency to pop out of its plastic edge, and whilst it will go back in, it's a fiddle and not something I'd be wanting to do with cold wet hands when all I wanted to do was get back on the bike. The Enough filter from Amazon needs paper filters, and whilst filters and coffee grounds are biodegradable, you should take them home so as not to unbalance the environment you're in. But at the end of the day, taking a filter out and bagging it was way easier than trying to clean the Sea to Summit filter. In terms of packing it down to fit on the bike, the Sea to Summit marginally wins due to being 4mm thinner. In terms of actual use, the Amazon combo was far easier to make a decent coffee in and to clean afterwards. And let's face it, those are pretty important factors when you've stopped your bike ride for a drink. All of the cups and mugs were fine to drink from, although the deeper lip on the lifeventure in the Amazon combo did feel nicer. And so, at the end of the day, given the price comparison between the Sea to Summit and the Amazon version, I would go for the Amazon version every time. The weight is negligible, the price is half the price. And as I said before, you can buy some decent bike equipment for around £15. There's also the added convenience of the fact that this is far easier to wash and clean and pack up and leave with. This thing is a bit of a nightmare. course, we don't have to stick with the Sea to Summit outfit or the Amazon Basic outfit. We could combine the Amazon Basic filter with the Sea to Summit cup or mug. That would only increase the price up to around £18 for the pair. If you want to see some more videos on bike packing, gravel bike, road bike, time trialing, adventure, running, triathlon, all that kind of stuff, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Hit the notifications bell as well. That means that every time I put a new video out, you'll get notified about it. Give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment below if there's any kind of bits, tips, tricks, hacks and ideas that I could try out that I could make a video about. See you on the next one and look after yourselves.